So we have a lake cabin. It's not really a cabin, it's a shack, but I call it a cabin. And a couple years ago, I was doing some work on it. And anybody know what you call the stuff you put in between the logs of a log cabin? Chink. Chink. So I go to Home Depot to buy some chink. Just hang on, all right? All right. We don't think that way, why would we, okay? I even told my wife, honey, I'm going to Home Depot, get some chink. She's like, well, get enough. You know, we don't care. And it's actually called chinking, but we call it chink in the biz. And log cabins were here before Chinese people, so if you're Chinese, sorry. Anyway, I'm just going to run in and grab the chink and run out. I can't find it, so I have to ask for it. I see a guy who works there. I know he works there because he has an orange apron on. I know his name's Danny because it's Sharpied right there. And I'm like, hey, Danny, y'all got any chink? And Danny's kind of half turning the box. And he goes, no, man, we don't sell chink no more. I'm like, how can you have chink? It's Home Depot. I need a lot of chink. You got a chink aisle or a special place you keep the chink? No, sir. Can you ask somebody where I can find some chink? Yes, sir. Hey, Larry, we don't sell that stuff you put in between logs, do we? Larry walks around, no, man, we don't sell chink no more. What are you doing, sir? I went, oh, wow, I get it. You know what, I'm going to go to Lowe's and do this again. I called my wife, I said, all right, think about what I came to get. Think a little harder. I had to ask for it. Hilarious. Yeah, I'm going to Lowe's. Okay, cool. Yeah, meet me there. Be fun. Come on, son. She did. Brought a friend. Crazy. And my boys are still ruthless when we go to Home Depot. We'll be walking down the aisle in Home Depot. They'll see some guy working there. They're like, Dad, do it to him. I'm like, I'm not going to do it. Then we're going to do it. It ain't going to work. You're only half. But it's good to be back in the South. I love it here, man. I love being back in the South. I love the wintertime in the South. It cracks me up, man, because we still freak out. They close school here if they predict snow. If you think it's going to snow, you run to the store and load up. Because Lord knows, you may be snowed in for at least a day. Next day it melts, you got 14 loaves of bread, man. Well, man, what am I going to do with all this bread? I don't know, you want a sandwich or something? A buddy of mine from LA was in town about, just about a month ago. It was amazing. It snowed. He didn't believe the whole bread phenomenon. So I took him to the store. We went to the bread aisle. He went, oh my gosh! There was one bag of hot dog buns. And I grabbed them real fast. I may need them, you never know. That reminded me of being a kid, though, when you had to go to school and have peanut butter jelly on a hot dog bun. Because your mama was late. And all your buddies, hey man, what is that? It's a hot dog bun. Are you eating a hot dog? No, it's peanut butter and jelly on a hot dog bun. Hey, everybody here's got peanut butter and jelly on a hot dog bun. His mama was late.
They have Han. They have Korean. They have that Korean temper.
They do.
Yeah,
they do. See, I don't have it. My dad,
you don't have it?
No. Well, my wife will disagree, but not that I've had a temper against her. It's just like.
How many drivers have you lost over the years, or irons? How many have you chucked?
Oh no! I don't.
No?
Here's the thing about the game of golf. Mm-hmm. It is super duper hard.
Yes,
and I realize that. So I don't throw clubs. I don't. I hit a bad shot. It's doggone it. Stuff like I'm going to hit a bad shot.
Right.
It's golf.
You're very zen about it.
Come in, yes, and that's what I use it for.
Okay.
I use it for my release, and
It gets you in the zone. It's cathartic for you.
It is. I love it, and I haven't played because of winter right now. And
You're jonesing.
Top
golf.
Finally, nah, I don't.
No.
I do that for charity stuff, and when my kids want to go. But no, I mean, I got pals with simulators and stuff like that, but I still haven't even done that. I haven't touched a club since the end of December. So, and I'm playing with some tour pros in Jacksonville coming up, and they're ready to take all my money because I haven't touched a club. And plus, I can't beat them anyway.
Yeah.
But now they're like, wow, you're going to be horrible. We can't wait. I went, thanks. I'm an amateur.
Yeah.
But they still make fun of me.
We have 3 kids. We have 2 boys and a little girl. Buddy of mine had 4 boys. He finally had a girl. His first thought was hallelujah, so they named her Hallie. Isn't that sweet? So my daughter's name is Vasectomy. We call her Snippy. Snippy Cho. I gotta stop telling that joke. Well, she was little when I wrote it, People see us in public, they'd go up to her and go, oh, you must be vasectomy. She's just a little girl. She's like, I guess, I don't know. Now she's a teenager. Just the other day, she's like, thanks, Dad, that man over there just called me vasectomy. Well, if I was going to pay for your car, I'd shut up. My boys' names are Jackson and Grant because we knew they're going to fight. Oh, wow, y'all know nothing about U.S. history, do y'all? My bad, Kentucky. We thought about Lee and Grant, but Lee's too Korean. Who's mine? Wow. If you'd asked me 3 years ago, I'd have said Bill Cosby. But, well, see, I've been drinking with Bill. I think we were drinking. I don't really remember. But we were. It's a joke, folks. Chill. I remember. Bill Cosby, Bob Newhart, Jonathan Winters, Don Rickles. For you younger folks that don't know who Don Rickles is, Don Rickles could not be a comedian today. He couldn't start. I mean, he passed away recently. He was still doing the same stuff, just until he passed away. Because he's brilliant, because he didn't care who he abused. So the first time I met Mr. Rickles, I was fortunate enough to be around him many, many times. First time I ever met him, he walks up to me and goes, oh, Dr. Cho. And I laughed my butt off. Because that's Don Rickles, man. And so as he's leaving that conversation, he started to walk off. He goes, hey, Henry, too much starch? And I laughed my butt off. So all through the years, every time I'd see him, we'd have a conversation. He'd start to walk off. He'd go, hey, Hank. That was our little thing, man. Coolest, man. So yeah, those guys. So my wife's awesome. We just celebrated our 25th wedding anniversary. Yeah, who knew? Thanks. I don't know why you clapped. You had nothing to do with it. Stuff. I was like, wow, who knew? Hit that number. It's crazy. So clap if you've been married. Let's see if we have, oh wow, yeah, there's some old people. So, it's fine, they can't hear me, it's fine. Clap if you've been married over 50 years. Wow. Clap over 55. Holy mother. How long y'all been married?
61 years.
I'm sorry, what did you just say?
61 years.
61 years in a row? Man, you look like you've been married that long, sir. But you don't, ma'am. Holy cow, dude. See, I said dude. Because ladies, what you understand, every guy wants to overmarry. Because we want our buddies walking up going, dude. Not dude. How long y'all been married?
56.
56. Yeah. Good luck. No, I'm kidding. 56, that's awesome. So 61 or 2? Which one is it? Y'all are deciding. It's 62.
She forgot about one.
She forgot about one of them? Oh, I'm sure she's forgotten more than that, sir. She just rounded down. 62. Wow, wow. Do you have children?
Yeah.
How old's the oldest? Like 62? Is that why you said 61? How's your kid? 61. How long have you been married? 61-ish. 62 years. Wow. How do you do that, sir? I mean, were you in the military? Did you travel a lot? You in prison? You did time, didn't you? 40 years. How do you stay married 62 years? I mean, seriously. Okay, all joking aside. I mean, okay, for like the last 20 years, what do y'all do? You just kind of wake up and go, yeah, still here, you know? So, ma'am, okay, on average, per week, how many days per week do you have that pillow over his face? Three? Look at him, he's like going, what? What are you talking about? Dude, your CPAC's gonna block it, don't worry. The hardest and best lesson I learned, do I have any advice for someone starting in comedy? Well, comedy is the last bastion of free speech, okay? Even though you try to cancel us and all that stuff, you know, you can still, if you do it right, you know, I talk about spanking kids, and I don't really care what anybody thinks about that. And you just pop your kids. I think everyone tonight, when you get home, you have kids, wake them up and pop them. And they'll go, what was that? I go, well, Mr. Cho said to pop you. So my advice is, if you think of something funny, write it down. Number 2, make sure you thought of it. Because with all this nonsense, social media, videos, all the stuff that pops up on your screen, it may not be yours. So make sure it's yours, and then go try it. Stand-up comedy is something you can just go try. There's open mic nights all over the country. And that's how you start, unless you're me. Oh, my buddies can't believe I live here in LA now. I got a bunch of buddies back home. They're real goofy, too. I swear they're goop heads. They're great people, but, they're just goob heads. Buddy of mine was scared to go to New York with me like 2 months ago because he thought we'd get mugged up there. He kept going, Henry, we may get mugged up there. I said, no, we won't. He goes, well, we won't if they don't know that we're from out of town. I said, well, you're right. He goes, well, let's don't act like it. I said, okay, man, I got it. So we took a bus from the Bronx into downtown Manhattan. Whole time, my buddy John's going to Henry. We don't want people to know from out of town, so let's don't act like it. I said, all right, man, I got it. We step off the bus. My buddy John goes, yee, look at there, Henry, there's the Empire State Building. We just started handing out cash. And here's a story about John's cousin, because John's cousin's name's JB Stuart. And JB doesn't stand for anything. That's the guy's name, JB Stuart. So when he applied for his driver's license, he didn't want